My custom LEGO Qatar Airways A380 is almost complete. Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm sorry if I haven't been uploading since a while. It's actually because I went to Scotland for my summer holidays, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. Anyway, I decided to give you another update on my LEGO Qatar Airways A380. Now, the last time you saw it, it was probably around 3 months ago, and I haven't made that much progress. I've only finished the tail and the nose. Now, in my last video, I mentioned how I had almost finished the tail section, but now it is fully finished. So I'll just have a little... Now, I won't go into much detail here, because there isn't really much to explain. I already did it in my last video, so you can just have a quick look. Here how it looks, and on the other side. Now it's time for me to explain the nose, and I'll just explain the bits and pieces here on the right side in just a mo. I have to say, like literally, the nose was the most ridiculously challenging stage in the building of my A380. Now, it took me about 1 to 1.5 months to finally come up with a suitable shape for the nose and finally agree on what looks the best. Now, another of my large-scale planes is my Emirates Boeing 777-300ER, which I built about 5 months ago. Just saying. Now, when I was reviewing the nose of that Emirates model, what I said was that all parts of the fuselage must come to a point, wherever that point is, it must come to a point when it comes to the nose. So that's kind of what I did here. So you see this curving part of the fuselage, I made it come to a bit of a triangular section. It kind of came to a point, and that point is right here. And it's the same on the other side. And I kind of did the same thing for the rest of the parts of the fuselage. For example, the side. I kind of maintained a level of thickness, but again, it came down to here. This little point. Now, there are only 2 things that are missing from my A380, and those are the vertical stabilizer and the elevators. So I'll just put the A380 aside for a moment.
Bye, have a great time.
And I'll go and explain what those things are right there. Why did you have to come off? I'm literally in the middle of making a video. Okay, now what is this? You might be wondering. This is going to be my rudder. Now the reason I added these black tiles, or the black bricks on the other side, are actually because to increase the thickness of the rudder. If I only had this gray plate without the black tile, it would look so thin that it will just look completely out of proportion. So I included them for a bit of thickness, and there's also another purpose. Another upcoming challenge in the completion of my A380 is the Qatar Airways logo on the rudder. Now, I'm not going to create it out of Lego, because that will just look ugly. A big fat UGLY. Instead, I'm going to use something which is a bit more realistic. So I'm going to go on Google, or Safari, whatever, and I'm going to look up an image of the Qatar Airways logo. Then I'm going to print it, trim it, and I'm going to stick it on to the black tiles. So now the thing is that these round circles, they're going to get very bumpy. So in some areas the paper will be much what I mean is that it's not going to look flat, and I need it to be flat, and tiles are flat, they're smooth. So that's how they're going to help. And for these pieces, there's a very small and simple explanation. They are going to be my elevators. Yep, that's all. It's gonna be my elevators, because why not? Alright guys, this is the end of this video. I hope you liked it, and my A380 is basically coming to an end, and I can't wait for this to be finished. I'm really excited to see this masterpiece in its true glory. So stay tuned everyone, and I'll see you all next time.